All right, everybody. On today's show, we are requesting a audience for Pookie and Ray Ray. We became fascinated with Pookie and Ray Ray because all the manosphere does is blame Pookie and Ray Ray for creating all these single black baby mothers and all these children. I mean, there's only two of them, so how bad can it be, right? So this is an open invitation to Pookie and Ray Ray. We want to sit down and have a chat with Pookie and Ray Ray. Find out why they're creating all these baby mamas. And on the backside of that, we're going to expose Iceberg Slim. Again, a hero for the guys of the manosphere and the sissy bims in the conscious community. I mean, this guy is declared a hero. He's actually a piece of shit, but they think he's a hero. All right, we'll talk about it on OverDrive. 3G coming up. We super bad like that. Hit it, Dan. All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the OverDrive. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. Let me get a quick sound check. Type of one in the chat if you can hear me. Then let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear.
Yeah, we
Are
can
you
hear you.
coming in? We can hear you.
All right, okay, great. Hey, everybody, today's podcast is what it is. This is an invitation that we to the famous or the Miss Pookie and Ray. The same as that everybody is keep naming for creating all single and all of these fatherless children. I mean, it's only two of them, right? So I'm hoping that they find some time in their busy schedule today. I know they're probably hard at work creating some single baby mothers right now, but the open invitation is here. We need to have a conversation about all of this stuff about creating these single mothers. Because according to the manosphere, the sissy bims, the red pills, it's only these two guys that are creating all of these single baby mothers and causing all of these children to go fatherless. So I'm having a hard time. So I need to have a conversation with these two guys. So hopefully they show up today. We have an open invitation for the Pookies and Ray Rays, even their sympathizers. You are welcome too. You're in the clouds and you're sympathizing with Pookie and Ray Ray, and you want to come up here and say something on their behalf. More than happy to have you so we can have a conversation and see if we can fix this Pookie and Ray Ray problem. I mean, there's only two of them, so how hard can it be, right? In the meantime, while we're waiting for the Pookie and Ray Ray to show up and their sympathizers or whatever, supporters, we're going to talk about another piece of shit. A man that is idolized by a lot of black men. I mean, this guy's a hero. This guy's a hero. Although he's never saved anyone's life. He never saved anyone's life. Never did anything good for anyone other than himself. But somehow he's a hero amongst black dudes. And man, let me tell you something. This guy is according to black dudes, this dude is the baddest black man to ever walk this planet. So he's a hero, and he's the baddest black dude to ever walk this planet. Now keep in mind, he ain't never saved anybody's life. Never ran into a burning building to save a child. Never did anything good for anyone other than himself. But somehow he's a hero to black men. And I'm talking about the famous, none other than the famous pimp, Iceberg Slim. Now, when he wrote his books, right? And you know what? And by the way, speaking of books, right? For some reason, only in black society, when we have a black guy who's a loser, right? As in not being a winner, a loser, a bum, a turncoat, a sellout, an abuser, a bank robber, any kind of negative thing that he could possibly be. For some reason, we want this person to write books. I'm not sure why we do. I don't get that. We want him to write books. So if this guy was a famous bank robber, robbing money from people, and he was black and he got caught, black men would want him to write books so he can make even more money. For some reason, loser black dudes, it pays to be a loser black dude. You get to write a book about losing. And black men will buy it. Matter of fact, they'll make your book a bestseller and do what they did with Iceberg Slim's book, right? Call it the greatest piece of literary work of our time. So this guy's a loser who's being called a hero, and he's quite the literary genius as well. Now, you know what let me tell you something fascinating about Mr. Iceberg Slim. Did many of y'all know that he had an IQ of 175? The man's IQ was 175. That's 5 points. Actually, 10, let me see. Yeah, 10 points above superior level and 25 points below genius level. And the best he could do with that brain power is become an ignorant, womanizing, woman abusing, low life loser. That's what he did with that brain power. He became a brand name piece of shit. Let's get into this Iceberg Slim, this hero of black men, this hero of the manosphere. The one they keep calling the hero, the one who's never saved anyone. Now, he was really into abusing women. Now, only in black society you can get accolades for abusing women. This doesn't go down in any other society. In black society, you get badges of honor, you get accolades, you get to write books, you get to take pictures, styling and profiling and mean mugging because you are an abuser of black women. You are a hero amongst black men. You're nothing to anyone else. You're nothing in real life. You're a loser in real life. You're a bum. But for some reason, you become a hero amongst black men when you are abusing black women. Don't take my word for it. Just take a look at it. Not making this stuff up. If you are a black male and you abuse black women in some kind of way, you become a hero amongst black men. That doesn't happen in any other race where there are strong men. That's only in our race because the men are extremely weak. Only in our society, a black man can become famous for abusing women and killing men. Hell, you even got them walking around now calling themselves high value. And you know what kills me is, it's kind of like the Nation of Islam, right? It reminds me of the movie Malcolm X. When Malcolm X wrote to Elijah Muhammad in that letter, and he said something that really caught my attention. He said, I'm dedicating my life to telling the white devil the truth to his face. Remember that? When he became an imam of Nation of Islam, he said he dedicate his life to telling the white devil the truth to his face. That's what these blacks have done. They're dedicating their life to degrading, disrespecting, and telling what they think is telling black women off. They call it telling black women the truth about themselves. They're dedicated. And what kills me is this is supposed to be acceptable. Now, no other society where men would accept lousy men like this, men who are not productive, men who have no real purpose for the people, lousy pieces of shit that have found some kind of, low life way to get fame off of disrespecting and demoralizing females. This is not accepted anywhere else. These kind of men would not exist in other races of men. See, there wouldn't be a Kevin Samuels in China. There wouldn't be a Manosphere in China. There wouldn't be anywhere else where there's strong men. Only in this society where guys like that can shine, because the black men in this society are weak. They're weak. So you can come out here as a punk ass black dude, right, who's been shunned by some women when you were in the third grade, or when you were in high school, your high school sweetheart stuck you up at the prom, and now you mad for life because you are only 4 feet tall and haven't grown since you were born. And now you're mad as hell. You're mad at the world. And because the Negroes now are weak, you can come out with a bullhorn, and talk this BS and gain fame. So yes, you see, a while back we had real black heroes, famous men, the Malcolm X's, the Medgar Evers, the Thurgood Marshalls, the Dr. Kings, and so forth, whatever, the Marcus Garveys, the Dr. Henry Clarks, the Claude Andersons, even the Dr. Phil Valentine. Shout out to Dr. Phil Valentine, right? Now we got motherfuckers known for disrespecting women. Not astronauts or nuclear physicists or scientists or any of that stuff. Not anybody known for any medical breakthroughs or anything that's going to help black people. None of that. Niggas is known for arguing with black women and cursing black women. That is what gets you status now. You get to walk around in a cape because you curse black women, you disrespect black women. You are the savior of black men. I've seen brothers flock to these dudes like pathetic baby animals. Some of them even crying, talking about, oh my God, I'm glad we have you. I thank God for you. Somebody to tell these black women where to go. Oh, thank God that you showed up. The black men doing it. So black men saying this. You got black men who are saying, oh, thank God that we have so-and-so, somebody to stand up to black women. Like black women are going around bullying us. I bullshit you not. Black men are flocking to these dudes saying shit like, oh my God, I thank God for you because you're standing up to black women. What? You know, it's a crying shame. It's hard not to laugh, but it's not funny. This is some real. It's tragic. Like I said, if the men in this society today were strong, there would be no manosphere. There would be no sissy bims. There would be no red pills. There would be no Igbor, MGTOW, none of it. There would be no Kevin Samuels. Well, he'll be still Kevin Samuels, but he won't be doing what he's doing now because it won't be accepted. In a society of strong men, this kind of behavior is unacceptable because it is non-productive and it is counterproductive. Both counterproductive, non-productive. Nothing good can come from it. It would be completely unacceptable. But again, like I said, in this society, because the men are so damn weak and scared of their own shadow, guys like this can reign supreme. And then check this out. They call this shit talent too, right? I heard this fool talking about he has a talent. They call it talent. Cursing black women, telling black women off, telling black women where to go, and degrading black women. They call it a talent. And then have the nerve to say that they are competing. And I'm trying to figure out who they're competing with. But they call this talent. So if you are a low-life black dude that don't have a job and you're trying to swindle people on YouTube out of cash apps so you can live off of them, right? And you can't make it out here in real life. You're a nobody. You turned into a con man. And you come up here and you start disrespecting black women. That's a talent. And you can gain accolades and become famous. And don't have to be ashamed of yourself. Oh, forget about the fact that, you don't do anything worthwhile in the world. Forget about all that. You don't do anything that counts. You are insignificant in the grand scheme of things because you don't create anything. You don't build anything. You don't produce anything of value other than children. And you're trying to kill those. You don't even want those. You don't solve any problems. You don't make any breakthroughs. You don't have any scientific breakthroughs. Nothing. In the grand scheme of things in the world, you don't count. Do you understand that you contribute nothing to modern society? Nothing. So damn all of that. You're going to be known for telling a black woman where she can go, and you're going to, God damn it, you're going to put her in her place. And you're going to get your accolades, and you're going to become famous amongst black men for disrespecting and degrading and demoralizing black women. And that is what you're proud of. Hell, you guys are proud of it. You guys are taking pictures like the Ku Klux Klan used to take after they lynched a nigga. Remember them pictures? How they would lynch a nigga, a whole family, and while the niggas are still hanging by their neck dead, they would stand there and take pictures, smiling and shit. You niggas are doing the same thing with black women. You're taking these pictures, proud that you're seeking the absolute destruction of black women. Proud of it. Like a racist taking a picture next to a lynched nigga. And so this is what we are known for. And a lot of you brothers think this funny because your mind is already messed up. Okay? You think this is funny, but it's embarrassing. And it's dangerous for us. because we don't produce anything. We don't add any value to society. That's problematic. That can become dangerous. And if you don't add anything to society, if you're worthless society, then maybe the people in society don't value your life. And then you start getting shot with your hands up because nobody values your life. Because you don't give them any reason to. You don't produce anything but chaos. You can't even get along with your own woman. You hate her. And you've made a career out of disrespecting her, demoralizing her, and abusing her. And you got other black men cheering you on, saying that you're a godsend. So when you don't produce anything, you don't add anything to modern society, that can become problematic. Some people may see you as worthless, so why keep you around? You start getting shot, unarmed. Even when you have your hands up, you're getting shot because nobody values your life. And the manosphere doesn't give anybody any reason to value our lives. And so this Iceberg Slim, who was a hero, now it kills me because this guy, who was also gay, excuse me, was also gay, lived the life of a pimp. See, black men got problems with pimps. Black men glorify pimps. They got a lot of respect for pimps. Man, my daddy was a pimp. Nigga will sit there and say that with confidence and step back and expect you to react like, wow. Wow. Your dad was a pimp? Yo, my nigga. Respect, yo. Yeah. You dumbass niggas sit up here and glorify bad men that done poisoned your mind so bad, you don't realize that they have a large part to play in many of you becoming effeminate. Pimps got a lot to do with that. Pimps ain't nothing but cross dressers. A lot of them gay, they're gay as hell too. Why do you think they call themselves pretty and dressed like women? You think that's for fun? They're drag queens. Your man Iceberg Slim was no thing, he was a drag queen too. Matter of fact, he ran a game called the Murphy, where he dressed in high heels and a dress and wore makeup to set up Johns. Yeah, don't take my word for it. He even wondered how he looked as a broad. He asked his boy, party time, man, I wonder what I look like as a broad. Yeah, he was with it. Talked about how his hips and thighs moved against the dress. He was feeling that shit. This is your hero. Your man's in there. The one that y'all idolize. Dressing in full drag, one of the con called the Murphy. Look it up. Out there Murphying motherfuckers. In a dress and heels. That's your man's, right? Your hero, the one with this great literary work. All he did was talk street shit. Scratch. Bellowed. Georgia. over there Georgia and niggas, or trying to keep from getting Georgia by some women. Ho, there go a literary masterpiece. Ho, whore. This is your literary masterpiece. Scratch, bellow, whore, hoe, trick. Words that were uttered over and 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 over again. And over and over and over again in this great literary masterpiece. The greatest literary masterpiece of our time. Riddled with whore and hoe and scratch and bellowed and Georgia. And roller, which was the police. They were called rollers. It's your man's in them, right? Now, we're going to put the link in the chat because, again, remember, we're looking for Pookie and Ray Ray to come up here. I want to have a conversation with Pookie and Ray Ray or any of their supporters or sympathizers because we need to get down to this problem, okay? I want to know why these two guys are creating all these single baby mothers and having all of these children not taken care of them. It's about time somebody sat down and had a conversation with these two guys. Because the manosphere blaming the single baby mama problem on Pookie and Ray Ray. And saying that Pookie and Ray Ray. Let the manosphere, manosphere's doing it. The sissy bims are doing it. The Igbor's doing it. MGTOW, all of them are doing it. All right, so okay, it's time to have a conversation with these two guys. So this is an open invitation to Pookie and Ray Ray. If you're out there, please come up on the panel so we can have a conversation. Sympathizers are welcome. Any Pookie and Ray Ray supporters who may know Pookie and Ray Ray whereabouts or anything like that, you want to come up here, speak on their behalf, the mic is open. Dane, drop the link. Really want to have a discussion with this Pookie and Ray Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know why they're creating all this single baby mamas. Now, while we're waiting on Pookie and Ray Ray or any sympathizer or whatever, let's get back to your man, Iceberg Slim, the hero of black men. Now, only amongst black men a nigga like this can exist to become a hero. Because black men don't have any fucking integrity. They don't have any honor. Go on mute, Dane. They don't have any honor. They don't have any self-respect. So guys like this can be heroes amongst black men. And listen, again, this wouldn't fly anywhere else. Because the men are too strong elsewhere. This shit only happens to us because the Negroes are weak. The ninjas are weak. That's why guys like Tommy Sotomayor can do what they do, Kevin Samuels, all these whack-ass Negroes who hate black women can do what they do. Because the men in our society are weak. If we had strong black men today in this society, these guys that I mentioned wouldn't exist because it would not be accepted. This isn't accepted anywhere. These guys can live in black people. They don't ever want nothing to change. You know why? Because this is the only place where they can exist and be what they are. You couldn't go to China and get this off. You couldn't go to Mexico and get this off. You can't go nowhere else and get this off. You can only do this with black people. Are you kidding me? These guys love it. They get to be like this because Negroes are weak. So this Pookie and Ray Ray, I'm tired of this. I want to have a conversation with Pookie and Ray Ray. And Pookie and Ray Ray, if you're listening, look, man, we just want to have a talk. Okay? I just want to try to get down to the bottom of this while you guys are impregnating millions of black women and leaving millions of babies everywhere. You guys, we need to have this talk. Okay? Like I said, Pookie, Pookie and Ray Ray sympathizers, Pookie and Ray Ray supporters, you're welcome. The link is in the chat. Okay, we need to get down to the bottom of this. Why these Pookie and Ray Ray, these two guys, are creating millions of single baby mothers and millions of fatherless children. We need to have that discussion. This has got to stop. Somebody got to talk about it. Somebody got to reel these guys in and have that discussion to find out what the hell is going on. Because apparently no other black men are responsible for single black mothers and all these fatherless babies. It's only two guys responsible. Two guys creating millions of single black mothers and millions of fatherless children. So we're going to talk to these two guys. Hopefully these two guys will show up today so we can get to the bottom of this shit. Find out what the fuck's going on. Excuse my French. Find out what the F is going on and why these guys are creating all these single black mothers. Now, I don't know how these guys get around like that, but according to the manosphere and the sissy bims, hey, in the red pill guy, these are the guys who are doing it.
Turn left on East King Avenue.
Nobody else is doing this. Okay.
He said he needs to go on his break and he'll be up there. Midtown Pookie's in the house.
He's up here?
He's in the chat. He said he's about to go on his break and then he's coming in.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about it because I want to have a discussion about Pookie and Ray Ray. I want to know why they're creating all these single baby mothers. I want to know why they're having all these fatherless children. Because according to the manosphere, these are the only two guys doing it. No other black man is responsible. Keep that in mind. Just Pookie and Ray Ray are doing this. And getting back to the Iceberg Slim, right? And this guy's, again, remember, I told you, the man had an IQ of 175. That's 10 points above superior and 25 points below genius. And the best he can do is become an ignorant, womanizing, woman-abusing, low-life loser. And couldn't think his way out of a paper bag with all that brain power and kept his brain on ice with plenty of drugs, coke, all of it. Smoked out all the damn time. And an abuser. That's all he was. Okay, Dane.
Yes.
Come on in here. Remember I told you that I'm going to have to go away for about 10, 15 minutes?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is that time. I'll be right back, okay? I got to take care of this business. Listen, y'all, I'll be right back. I got to go up the panel for a few minutes. Damon's going to take over. Try to stay on topic. I will be coming back. I got to take care of some business. I'll be back in a little bit. Damon, Abby, take over for me, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, Iceberg. Slim. Yes, he He's drugged out most of the time. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is the ironic part. Supposedly the only reason he wrote the novel so black men wouldn't become like this, which I think is ironic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, truth is,
Yeah.
most Pookie Ray Rays are in the manosphere because they agree on not marrying the woman they created children with. Uh, whoa! As much as the manosphere dog out the Pookies and Ray Rays, most of them are in there, and they letting them dog them out. Okay, that's one screwed up group. But it shows you how screwed up they are. Um, that they blaming the Pookie and Ray Rays, and they got Pookie and Ray Rays in there. Okay, but yeah, oh yeah, that part about Iceberg Slim was also not too well known. Is he was given a full ride, not like he didn't have an opportunity. Okay, here's this environment and stuff like that. No, 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 no. He was given. He graduated from high school. Was given a full ride. Didn't have to pay for tuition, anything at Tuskegee. Let me see, the college in Tuskegee. Tuskegee, I can't remember the full name of the college. But yeah, so he had the opportunity to, do something. The entire time he was there, he was sleeping with women, he was hustling, bringing contraband to campus and stuff like that. Till he finally got kicked out. All he was thinking about was being a pimp. Yeah, yeah, and having women working for him, and he was even kind of doing it then. He had women on the campus selling, persuaded them to sell his products, the contraband that he was bringing on campus. Well, shoots, after the way he treated black women, I think that's the only one that would have him. Okay, so yeah, Becky's probably the only one that would have him. Mm, yeah, yeah, and towards the hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I think yeah. Well, you see, these focus on aliens are some kind of more of them are manosphere, and they always being tried to not to be not to be treating women very well, but they try to treat women very bad, and always trying to blame the women all the time. Yeah, they try to blame the women all the time. I'm a little kind of busy small. Yeah. You see, one thing is that as a black people or black men, we need to understand that we are blacks and we have to behave ourselves as a black people, not just being because look at it, this look at the white people or the white women that we the men we are chasing or we want to follow them. What do we get is
Uh-huh.
what do we be getting? We have nothing, but always we want to chase them and want to deal with them, and they don't even love us. They don't even care. So why don't you be with your black women than rather chasing these cookies and everything?
Okay. All right. So, Ashley, hey, thanks, Abner. Yeah.
Well,
So we was talking about a little bit of Iceberg Slim. Ashley, he had 175 IQ, and yeah, and all he was thinking about was pimp fantasies. Um, but yeah, Iceberg Slim still loved his mother though. Yeah, yeah. He come to understand um what it was like for his mother, and he still have love for all the stuff that she done. Okay. Exactly. Which goes to prove that if you've been doing something like this for a long time, just because you change the one, don't mean you're gonna change the behavior. You gotta learn to change the behavior. But yeah. So yeah, I thought it was ironic that he originally wrote this book so black men and boys would not be and do like he did. He had regrets, you know. Um, and that's the original reason why he wrote the book. But no, they ignored that part of his story, and they made it a way of life out of it. Yeah, you know, and that's why a lot of black men, they think no more than with the pimp all that money, and it went up his nose. It's not like it was. I don't believe he was doing it for survival. If he was doing it for survival, he would have had property, home. He would be taking better and treating um the women better. No, no, just some weird to get the just to get expensive clothes or stylish clothes or to look a certain way. Get cars, get fancy, expensive cars. So when they say it's about survival, no. When it's about survival, you use the money to get things to survive. You're thinking long term. You're thinking past the immediate. You're thinking into the future. Yeah. They don't even think of women the same way. When they in a situation where most men would be fantasizing about having sex with a woman, making love to a woman, getting a woman, these dudes think about becoming pimps and having hoes to work the street. Oh shucks, I used that garden to word. Yeah, these guys, yeah. So their thinking is not even the same way, you know. Yeah, and they're lazy as heck. Yeah. In fact, some hustlers will say, if I want to be lazy, I be a pimp. And these guys hustle, make money, do cons. They even say the pimp is lazy, because he ain't working. He got women working for him. How lazy can you be that you
That's
ain't even
what they want. I see that that's what they want black women to do, and we are not doing that. They want us to work for them whilst they'll be sleeping, watching video games or playing those games, and we are not doing it. So they are kind of mad because white women have been doing it for them, and they've been working, taking care of them whilst they sleep in the house. As a man, you have to work. Not a lady have to go and work and bring you the money. Never.
yeah. So because these Negroes don't want to work, they doing the equivalent, and women are getting tired of it. Black women are getting tired of it. I believe the manosphere is doing the equivalent when they talking about and dogging out black women. They doing the equivalent of tacking us with a wire hanger, and that's why they want to be the epitome and living and talking that noise of pimpdom. Um, yeah, yeah. They wanna be able to beat a woman because she don't want to work anymore. They want her to submit and all that nonsense that that the garden tools, the women of the street has to do for their pimps. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna have to come back with this because Max is working. The job is taking a little longer than he expected, so we're gonna come back later on tonight, and we're gonna have a part two to continue with this discussion. Although we seem to have gotten on just Iceberg Slim, but we understand, unlike some stereotypes, and that's why I want Pookie and Ray Ray really well. I know Pookie and Ray Ray to come up, tell their side of the story. Because I don't think, you know, I don't think it's the way the manosphere say it is about Pookie and Ray Ray. The Pookie and Ray Rays I know that call themselves Pookie and Ray Ray or don't seem to fit what they say the manosphere say they are. So all right, so Pookie and Ray Ray, we're gonna come back later tonight, and hopefully you'll be off of work.
Okay.
You'll be able to come up and we can have the discussion on all this
Very
nonsense
well.
manosphere is claiming, or the red pillars, or the sissy bin, or the me towels. You know that they claiming that all the single baby mamas is all y'all doing. You too. So, so Alvina, do you have any final words before we go?
Okay, I'll be waiting for the evening because it seems like I wasn't listening to all, so I have some kind of misunderstanding over the ball. I'll be waiting to the evening because now I'm a little bit kind of busy. So in the evening for the part two one, then we're gonna be on their head because these spookers and women cannot be on our heads all the time, trying to let black women be or what they want us to be. Yeah. You
Mm-hmm.
want us to be what you want, but you don't want you to be what black women need.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting take. They want us to
Yeah.
be what they want and not what we are. And then they don't want to be with they don't want to be what black women need. Okay,
Right.
yeah. Mm-hmm. All
Yeah.
right. Mm-hmm. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
because this yeah, because of what they be saying all the time, I listen to it and I laugh. I say, see you being a black man. And we created ourselves as a black man. We need to support ourselves from these evil people, but we are not doing it. And we are rather promoting these evil people moving forward. We are rather promoting them. As a black man will be in the house, not doing anything, just waiting for a woman to come from the work, come and cook it or come and prepare food for him to eat without doing anything. You want the woman to suffer for everything. No. And then when you finish, you're gonna blame the woman for your fault that you did not fix your wall. It cannot be possible like that. Then
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like they've been blaming women since the beginning of time, and they hadn't learned since. And just like it didn't fly with God, it's not going to fly with the rest of us.
right.
Mhm. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for coming. If like, share, you know, and pass the word out. And we'll see y'all later tonight with a continuation of this topic, part two. All right. Peace, power, and unity, everyone. Y'all have a good day.
Makes me want to shout.